Hello again, everybody. This is part 2 of my EXO Call Me Baby reaction/review. And if you haven't seen the first part of this, I would encourage you to go watch that first before you watch this video, because I do most of my musical analysis over there, and this video is basically just comparing the Chinese version to the Korean version. And I've listened to both versions quite a few times now, and these are my overall thoughts about the Korean version versus the Chinese version. The first thing that I noticed is that the Chinese lyrics didn't seem to quite fit into the song as well as the Korean lyrics. I'm guessing that they probably did the Korean version first and then worked the Chinese in as kind of a translated version. So that may be the reason for that, or it could just be that the Chinese language overall was a little bit harder to fit into the same amount of syllables saying the same things as the Korean version. And the other obvious difference is that the Chinese version features Tao at the beginning and the Korean version features Kai. And for this particular song, I actually like Tao's intro and vocals a lot better than Kai's at the beginning. Now, I know Kai has lots of fans, so a lot of you are probably going to think the absolute opposite. This is just my personal preference. Both of them did a perfectly fine job. I just happen to like how Tao's voice sounded a little bit more on that part. And then the last thing, which was the biggest difference for me, is that I thought the vocal performance on the Chinese version was a lot better than the Korean version. All the takes that they used in the Chinese version and the overall vocal recording itself just sounded significantly better to me. And I'm not talking about a language difference here, I'm talking about the pure singing and harmonies and how their voices actually sounded. I just thought in this particular song they sounded better on the Chinese version. Now, there could be a whole bunch of different reasons for this. They may have recorded it on a different day, they may have recorded it in a different studio, although that's probably unlikely because I'm sure they want consistency from version to version. But, you know, who knows, maybe some of the members had a little bit of a cold when they recorded the Korean version and they didn't when they recorded the Chinese version. Whatever the reason was, I just thought the vocals on the Chinese version sounded like more than a little bit better. They were significantly more polished and better to my ear. Other than that, both versions of this song were very similar. The music videos were extremely similar too. So to me, the only real difference was the quality of the vocals and of course the language. Anyway, did you guys notice any other differences between the Chinese version and the Korean version that I didn't talk about in this video? If you did, please leave a comment. I'd like to hear about those. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Again, if you haven't seen part 1, check it out up here, and I'll see you guys next time.